So, what are you rummaging through? Oh.
I brought along a couple glizzies for the boys.
All right. Hello and welcome to the Empty Heads podcast with me, Garrett,
And me, Amen.
and special guest, Cy Monster.
Hello!
Welcome.
Yeah,
Welcome to the podcast, Simon.
Thanks, guys. I'm
glad
really
to-
excited to be here.
Yeah, we're
you're
glad to
slated
have
for
you
5
on.
minutes, so
5 minutes?
use your time.
We have you slated for, yeah.
9/11
slated for
was
5 minutes.
perpetrated by people within our own government. That's all I wanted to say. So,
That's good. I like that.
all right.
Thank you.
Well, we'll have you back on soon, and
Well, I still got 4 minutes.
I don't want to have to call security.
How many glizzies you think I can down in 4 minutes?
I hate how we're already getting into the main topic.
Are we getting
of
into-
glizzies?
This
Glizzies is the
Glizzy
main
episode.
topic?
That's why you guys had me on here.
Yeah, so, folks, we reached out to the glizzy man himself, Simon, and he decided that he wanted to come speak on our podcast
Why did you just do a second intro after I introed him?
about glizzies.
Hey, everyone. Welcome to the podcast.
Oh, God, this is going to be so terrible, editing-wise.
It's only going to be
'cause I'm
terrible if you
laughing
say it's going
too
to be
loud.
terrible.
So, Simon, tell us about yourself.
Oh, what is there to know? I mean, 18 years old? 19 years old?
Yeah.
We're going to have to fact-check that.
Well, I did have one question slated, which was, how did you get your start?
How did you get your start?
What?
Come on, how'd you get your start?
Well, 14 years ago, I met a man.
Go on.
I don't know what you guys want from me.
We really put you on the spot with that one. Okay, you know what? I have to vent here. Valorant sucks.
Oh, God.
That's it. Someone asked that I mention that, so there you
Oh,
go.
he knows who he is.
He knows who he is.
And he knows what he's done.
and he knows what he's done.
You know, I'll say this.
Yeah.
I have not played the game, but the art style and general aesthetic are so boring and uninspired.
Mm-hmm.
It's despicable, really.
It's like they tried going for an easy Borderlands look.
Yeah.
No, it's not even that.
Well-
It's more like they wanted to just capture the aesthetic of Overwatch and try and put that into CSGO.
It's really just they wanted a CS:GO, type thing, and they just put the bare minimum effort into stylizing it and everything. And it's so disappointing because League,
Yeah, coming from the same people that made League.
it's got lore, it's got fun characters, it's got cool maps, it's got freak. But then, I mean,
Yeah, I mean,
do
they
we
didn't
know
even-
how long they were working on that thing?
No, I have no idea.
I'd probably say, like, given how it plays, maybe like 2 years. Just because it's such a simple, like, thing. My main issue with it isn't, like, yeah, sure, the art style isn't the best, but, like, I could get past that. My main issue with it is, like, the actual gameplay is it's, like, it tries so hard to be like Counter-Strike, but it dumbs it down a bit in a certain way. And then certain things are just, like weapons fire spread is, like almost completely random. Like in Counter-Strike and like other games, it's random, but in like a certain way in which you could play around it. In Valorant, it's 100% like just like
Yeah,
there's
it's
no like way of like working around the recoil or whatever the fuck, and it's so annoying. That's just my beef. Other hit detection problems, but that's yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I was talking about it before we started recording. It was like the aim intensive first person shooters are like just I've realized that they're not my thing, and they kind of suck, to be honest. Like, I don't know how you're supposed to have that much fun with it, but that's just my deal with it.
You were Porky Pig for a second there. Is that his name? From Looney Tunes?
Yeah.
The other-
Garrett, it kind of just sounds like you're bad at games. But anyway,
Oh,
if Valorant was with League characters, like if it was a League game, if you could pull up playing as Caitlyn and Graves and stuff, that would be fun. I would play that.
That'd be cool.
But
What's Big Robot? What's his name?
Blitzcrank?
Blitzcrank. Mungo.
Okay.
From Powerpuff Girls.
Can we talk about the elephant burrito in the room?
Oh, right.
Right, yeah.
Okay, so we just went and bought some Mexican food from this Mexican joint. that we are now like making a rivalry between another Mexican joint we go to, and Simon is here to tell us which one is better.
Okay. So, the OG place.
I think you should get closer to your mic, but
Yeah?
yeah, a little bit. That's good.
The OG place.
Okay, yeah. So, the OG place is Castaneda's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they got the California burrito that I love. I've been there many times. I've enjoyed the burrito many times. And
Many late night trips.
many late night trips. They're open 24 hours.
When was it? It was I the first one to take you there? Like
Maybe.
a summer ago or
I mean,
whatever?
it is down the street from you, so I'd
Yeah.
Yeah,
assume
it's
it
right
was
next to
most
my house.
likely
So
you.
like,
But for a long time, I've enjoyed their burritos. And a lot of times, I'll tell Garrett, let's make a trip to Castaneda's. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And this man's always saying, no, I'd rather go to Servando's. So we finally went to Servando's, the place that is supposedly better than my beloved Castaneda's.
What'd you think of it?
Yeah, it was all right.
which one's
It was-
better?
Castaneda's is much better. Are you kidding? There's no contest.
Seriously?
I'm gonna have to agree with that one.
Well, you didn't even get a burrito though.
I've had I had a quesadilla today, and I had the ones at Castaneda's, and the Castaneda's ones are better. But they're both just like cheap late night Mexican food, so it doesn't matter.
Servando's is like, it's like a glizzy. And Castaneda's is like a Polish sausage.
Oh, I see. Okay.
It's a more refined meal.
Yeah, I don't know if I agree with that.
You know what? It doesn't matter. None of this matters. You know why? Because they're both good late night Mexican places. Actually, Servando's isn't open 24/7, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
Damn.
Well, you know, I mean,
that's a
what the
big
hell,
thing.
dude.
None of this matters because when the day of reckoning comes. you know.
Oh yeah.
Papa John's Day of Reckoning.
It'll be here soon.
Every
Yeah.
restaurant will be converted to a Papa John's.
Yeah.
That's in the scrolls.
You guys will see soon in the news. Shaq's gonna get assassinated by Papa John.
What would be the equivalent of the Dead Sea Scrolls, the marinara sauce, the garlic sauce scrolls, the garlic
No,
sauce?
it's like, you know how like Domino's, they'll have like writing on the box like fresh and tasty, like that sort of thing. The Papa John's box, like it's like Willy Wonka Chocolate Factory.
Right, yeah.
Some people got the boxes that have the reckoning numbers on them. It's like that movie with Nick Cage where the kids go to heaven and everyone else dies.
Oh, I think I know what
I
fucking
don't know.
movie you're talking
I don't
about.
know.
It's like 2010. I don't
Is
know.
it Knowing?
Yeah, that sounds about right. Happening, knowing,
Some
thinking.
bullshit like
Yeah.
that. Ah, man,
The
for a
Knowing.
while there, like he was
Your
just
favorite
making.
movie.
He was making shit. Yeah, and it was my favorite.
He's still
movie.
making shit.
yeah, he's
Yeah, but he's also making good stuff.
For every Mandy, there's 14 happenings. No, knowings?
thingings.
Knowings. Thingings, yeah.
We'll just
Something
call it
like that,
thingings,
you know,
'cause it's
yeah.
some
That's true.
random word.
But who has a better record? Who has a higher consistency of bangers? Nick
Papa
Cage
John. Oh.
Don't interrupt. Go on.
or Mark Wahlberg?
Oh.
Oh, Mark Wahlberg,
Yeah,
easily.
Marky
Come
Mark.
on.
I think you guys are
No.
underestimating
No,
how much
come on.
shit Mark Wahlberg makes.
I mean,
That's
he's
true.
He's in a lot of shit, but I mean, like, come on, like he's in a lot of great stuff. And I mean,
what was the last
great.
time? When was the last time he was in something great? What was his last great?
Great.
role?
I have to think about
I
that.
don't remember the last time I saw him in a movie, to be honest.
Yeah, I feel like he's been putting in minimum effort.
That's a good point. You know what? I'd have to like pull up what he's been in recently because I'm not aware. I mean, to be fair, like Transformers, that's garbage.
Oh, that's right. That's what he's doing these days.
Yeah,
I
he
couldn't
is in
figure
the
out what he
trans-
was doing.
Okay, I'm sorry. I just got a really weird text from this number.
Oh god, the day of reckoning.
It says, "Hey, is this Amon? I tried to arrange the delivery for you, but you weren't home. Please go to this website." And it's a link.
You're getting your Papa John's Willy Wonka ticket right now.
Oh, am I the first one?
Yeah.
You've been chosen.
It's gonna be the
This is
golden.
the- this
instead
is
of the
the Nick
golden
Cage
ticket, it's
happening.
the golden Papa John's box.
Yeah.
That has the beginning
The
of the
golden
reckoning.
garlic sauce in there.
Oh, Marky Mark's been in The Fighter recent. I mean, that's
That
not
was
recent.
not- that was, like,
that's not recent,
2009,
but that's
dude.
like no, it was like 2010. But like
That's 1 year apart.
that's true.
That's also a decade ago now.
That's also a decade ago now.
Either way, it was.
He did a
decade.
great job on that movie, though.
But yeah, thinking
I
of
don't know if I've seen
recent
that
like
movie.
bangers, like that's one of them that just really comes to mind. But I mean, nothing like I'll never my favorite, like, you know, my guy is Martin Scorsese, and his part of The Departed. I love his part of The Departed. You love that movie, too.
I love that movie.
Oh, man. I mean, nothing like lives, like, all of his lines are just so great. They're so, like, overtly Boston. It's awesome.
But was that the perfect role for him, or will he ever recapture that magic? Does he have the skills?
I think he has the skills, but I don't think he will.
What? I don't think you just lose that sort of acting skill.
Well, but does he have that acting skill, or was that Scorsese?
Was it Scorsese just telling him, like, do this and you'll be good?
Yeah.
And then it worked out.
A great director makes a great
But I
performance.
think he was
That's
channeling his inner Boston.
Is he from Boston?
Yeah,
he's
he
from
loves
Boston.
his Patriots. He loves his
From
Affleck.
Massachusetts, yeah.
Weird.
I mean, I've never seen Boogie Nights, but I know he's in Boogie Nights.
Okay, he's really good in Boogie Nights. That's
Yeah.
all right. I'll give him that.
He has
one, but that
more
was so long
iconic
ago.
roles. Maybe I don't know about like recently bangers. I would probably give it to Nicolas Cage, I guess. But
Nick Cage did Color Out of Space and Mandy, and I haven't seen Color Out of Space, but it's supposed to be solid. So that's 2 more than Mark has.
Okay.
yeah, that's
And everyone is talking about Marky Mark's hate crime now.
What'd
Like,
he do?
oh, he blinded an Asian minority way back when.
He like attacked a couple of Vietnamese guys with a golf club.
Just for being Vietnamese
I
guys?
think so. Yeah, he was in prison. He went to
What?
prison. Yeah, that's when he changed his whole game when he went to prison. He came out and he was like, "I'm reformed now."
I'm less so an asshole now.
Well, I think when he came out, he like had found God.
Something
And-
like that. Because
yeah.
he's definitely not an asshole now.
No, he seems like a nice guy. Like people hold over. I mean, and that's hard to live down. It's hard to
Yeah.
live down, you know, an actual hate crime, but he does seem like a nice guy. Is this not good to say? I don't.
No, no. I mean,
He seems like a nice guy. I don't know.
I mean, you know, he's Marky Mark.
Yeah.
And his funky bunch.
And how old is the man? Because he has to be like late 40s or something.
yeah.
Something? Yeah.
50?
Maybe.
I don't know. Maybe.
Probably late 40s.
Yeah.
And that man is jacked all the time.
It's true.
So
You gotta
hand
respect
that
the
to
grind.
him.
Pain and
Yeah.
gain.
Pain and gain.
Yeah. Yeah. Part of the gain is being a racist.
And he was a rapper.
And he was a rapper.
Yeah, he had a band, a boy band.
Okay, so this raises the question. Amongst rappers/actors, where does he fall?
There's not that many.
Joe
Oh, there's a bunch.
Pesci, you know, Joe Pesci.
Is he better than Joe Pesci? Wise Guys was a banger. Can you tell me like more than one Marky Mark song?
But
There's
that's
the one
true, but
Marky Mark
Also,
song.
I think that's the only Joe Pesci song.
That's all he needs though.
Oh, that's true.
He's got an Oscar. How many Oscars does Marky Mark have?
I think
He only has nominations.
He's
has
never won an
one
Oscar.
nomination, I think.
Can we fact check this?
He got nominated for Departed, and that's it. Joe Pesci won an Oscar.
What? He's only won one
Yeah.
for Good Guys. Good.
Home Alone 2.
You're joking.
No, yeah, I'm
Oh,
joking.
it's
It
for
was
Goodfellas, man.
Good boys.
Yeah, Good Boys, yeah.
Got nominated for The Irishman.
The
Wait,
Irish guy.
Pesci did?
Yeah, he did, didn't he?
For
Wait, so De Niro,
supporting.
Pesci, and Pacino
I think
all
it was
got
just.
nominated?
I think it was just Pesci and
as supporting
Pacino.
actor?
I don't think
De Niro got nominated.
For
He
best
got Best
actor, yeah.
Actor in a Leading
Oh,
Role.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think he got nominated for Best Supporting Actor.
Yeah, yeah.
So all 3 of them got nominated.
Yeah.
I think so, yeah. Because the movie got nominated as well, like for best movie, didn't it?
For Best Movie. Yeah.
For best
Yeah.
film.
Best Picture.
Whatever. They're all the same semantics.
Recently, Marky Mark was in
He was in like a
Patriots Day,
Patriots. Oh, the Boston bombing.
yeah.
I didn't
Lone
see it.
Survivor,
Is that
He
any
does.
good?
He does all the
Deepwater
Boston movies
Horizon.
now. That's another Boston movie, right? No, it's not.
No. That one's
Oh,
the
that's
oil
the
one.
oil. Yeah.
Yeah.
But isn't he going to be in like the Patriots Tom Brady biopic or something? Am I making this up? Is this just
He
like
might
a
be.
rumor or
He
something?
was in a biopic, but it was of an Eagles player, like way back. when.
Oh, maybe that's what I'm thinking.
They're making a biopic for Tom Brady?
If they're not, they will
excuse
soon
me.
enough. They will before. Like,
They're
you know
making.
they will.
I mean, yeah,
they're
I guess-
making a Michael Jordan Last Dance documentary.
Oh, for Brady?
Yeah.
But I think also eventually they're going to do a biopic for him. They have to.
I still need to watch The Last Dance.
We
I
all do.
keep hearing about
I've watched some. Come on.
You have?
Yeah.
Really?
I didn't know that.
It's good.
You might have
It's
told me
really
that.
good. Michael Jordan is a great personality. Like, it's fun to watch him talk about all this.
Yeah, I've heard it's really, really great. And I really want to watch it. I mean, we've already been over this in
Yeah,
previous
we've-
episodes, but like,
My favorite is like the memes that came out of it. The one where he has like the headphones on, and then he like lifts them up, and he has like a really confused face on, like. And the memes
yeah, I
that
know
came
what
out of
you're
that
talking
were so good.
All the ones where he's looking at like the tablet. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
all really
yeah.
good stuff. But there was an episode where he's talking about like, I don't remember, like they were playing the Sonics in like the NBA Finals or something, and like they were interviewing Slick Watts. I think it was Slick Watts. And he was like, "Yeah, man, I had Jordan on the ropes." And then it goes to Michael Jordan. He's like, "I never had a problem with Slick Watts."
Yeah.
Like,
oh no,
and
you're
that's
talking
just-
about Gary Payton.
Oh
Yeah,
Gary Payton. Yeah. I think that's what's because I was listening. I've been listening to a lot of Bill Simmons podcasts, and it's really good. And he mentioned like how great it is that that's the kind of stuff that a professional player would say to his inner circle and not to everybody else. But then like the documentary sort of just let that all
yeah.
come out. Like he wouldn't say like no player would say, "Oh yeah, I don't have a problem with a Hall of Fame." Like he wasn't an issue. But the fucking like it's his personality and it's the documentary, and that's something that he would say. You know what I mean?
And yeah, I mean, he was under so much scrutiny for so long. Like, let him cut loose a bit. Let him talk a little trash. It's fun.
Right. Yeah.
I mean,
they-
he gets all the trash talking rights in the world too. Like,
Yeah, who's gonna question him?
Yeah, the thing is
Heyman?
like, yeah, me who wasn't even around then. Like Michael Jordan sucks. Go out on the court, just swoop the ball from him and dunk on him. Shortest man in the room.
You think he
Heyman.
can still dunk?
Oh, I just
Oh, he
forgot
definitely
his
can.
name.
Yeah, he can dunk.
I'm gonna
I
have
think
to
so.
censor myself. Anyways,
Didn't you guys say my last name when we first started?
no,
I just called you Psy Monster.
I called
Oh,
you Simon.
That's not even my first name. That is my first name.
Is it?
Thanks, Eamon.
I thought that was your middle name, and I thought your first name was Jamie.
I wish. It's not a bad name.
We're gonna put a poll in the comments. Would you rather be Jamie or Frank? Leave your answer in the comments below, and it'll be featured on the next episode of the Empty Heads podcast.
Yeah, whoever wins.
And what you guys have to say, would you rather be Jamie or Frank?
Jamie.
I said Frank.
Yeah, that's the wrong answer.
And I don't have to
I
give
don't think
my
I
opinion.
don't think there is a right answer.
I think there's a right answer,
There's a
but I'm
right
not going to say what it is.
Yeah, but Frank isn't the right answer.
You're not
Oh
supposed to
right,
say
sorry.
that.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. Yeah, Michael Jordan, and like I really enjoy watching like old basketball stuff because it's so old sports stuff. We were talking about this. It's so like
We talked about sports history.
I heard that one.
it. Of course, you know, for the most part, the sport itself is like the same, but like the culture around them kind of shifts. And Michael Jordan was like such a big shift for basketball culture. And you know, he played baseball for like 10 minutes, which is hilarious. Do they talk about that in the documentary? I don't even know.
Oh, I didn't see that.
They
episode.
probably do. I mean,
They must.
They must mention
yeah.
it. Like
He's
he
so iconic.
retired, played baseball, and then was like, okay, fuck this, and went back to basketball. Like,
Was he terrible or was he like just
was
all
bad.
right?
He was
yeah,
bad
he's
at
bad?
Yeah, it's a completely different sport.
But I thought,
it's like
was he actually bad or was he just whatever?
I'm pretty sure like he was just bad.
Yeah,
Damn.
because he had never played it, so like, or at least at that level, so like it wouldn't have make sense for him like to hop in and
Okay, but there's all this talk of like LeBron James, could he play in the NFL? Or like could Russell Wilson play in the MLB? And that's disappointing, you know? The GOAT of the NBA could not make it in the MLB.
That's the thing. Like, there's a difference between being an athlete and a multi-sport athlete. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
So would you say that LeBron's a better athlete then?
Well, that depends. Like, we haven't seen him retire and go to the NFL.
That's true. All right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
and I don't
there's
even.
there's only a few examples where you have multi-sport athletes, like Bo Jackson or something like that. You know what I mean? It doesn't happen that often.
I don't think it's in LeBron's best interest to even try for the NFL.
No, his body would get broken immediately.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's too old for being in the NFL. He's fine. His age is fine for the basketball, but
It really is one of the franchise's biggest what ifs, though. Because you look at the guy and
Franchise. Which just the sports franchise?
you know
Americans-
the NFL's it's one of the NFL's biggest what ifs.
Okay.
oh yeah, if he had stuck with football,
If he had played football, because I think like coming out of high school or something, he was like one of the top recruits at tight end. I think.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, but then you know he went for basketball and now he's where? How old is he? He's like 30.
36, man,
36,
something like that.
37, yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. I'm expecting LeBron to retire in like maybe
It's going to be 3 or 4 years,
5
something
years,
like that.
yeah.
5 years? 42?
He's already played 17 years. For
That's
context.
pretty insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's an old
Bastard.
guy.
Yeah, he's an old bastard.
Come for you, Simon.
LeBron James, you old bastard.
Shit, he's coming. He's just sprinting up the street.
Okay, going back to the sports history thing, though. Like,
Who said you could bring up top?
okay,
I'm
sorry, my
No,
bad.
go
my bad,
ahead.
my bad, my bad, my
No,
bad.
bring it up. Sports history.
He's going to
Okay.
replace you, Eamon.
Oh, yeah, huh?
You best be careful. This could be the Simon and Jamie podcast before long.
Yeah.
Sorry, Simon and Frank.
All right, go ahead. What were you saying?
Okay. Like, I find it really fun to kind of, no, not speculate, just research. Not research. That makes it sound like it's a serious thing. But when I'm watching like some shit about the NFL in the '70s or something, it's such a reflection of society at the times that. Like, I feel like that's the most interesting part to me, as well as the fact that every era has, like, its big personalities and its big storylines and stuff.
Yeah.
Also, there's, like, you know, the aesthetic of the time period is reflected on the sport, and that makes
Yeah.
it so much fun, too. Like, when you go back to when they're, like, talking about, like, football on the gridiron and stuff like that, shit's awesome.
Yeah. I love doing that with like basketball, like because the only sport I really pay attention to is basketball. I love going back and watching old basketball, and they're in like the really
big
short
shorts.
shorts, yeah.
Yeah.
And like the jerseys are like kind of weird and
Yeah.
like a little too loose,
Yeah.
and they're all just extra lanky. I don't know why the players from the 70s and the early 80s were like extra lanky looking, so it's really funny watching them play, like Kareem and like Larry Bird. And
Oh,
them.
yeah.
So it's just like. I don't know. It's I agree with you. It's really interesting, like seeing how the sport itself has changed based on the time period it's
Yeah,
in.
it's always a reflection of the time period it's in.
Mm-hmm. 'Cause
I mean, we talked about that a lot when I was mentioning the baseball documentary that I watched. It was the Ken Burns one. And every single, decade they talk about is the sport totally reflected like what was going on at the time. And its impact was a big part of that too.
And you can probably look at like the best baseball players in the MLB, like in any given decade. You could probably see as they're getting more fit over the year, and I bet it's probably more noticeable with the NBA. Like,
Yeah.
Oh,
since
yeah,
guys were
definitely.
so just like lanky back in the day, and
It
I
was
feel
just
like
tall guys.
everyone's pretty shredded now.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you look at LeBron compared to like
Yeah.
Magic Johnson.
You
or
don't
something
even
like
realize
that.
how tall he is because he's so buff.
Yeah.
But he's a giant. They're all still.
How tall is
very
LeBron?
tall.
Like
He's
6'5"?
No, he's
no,
6'9".
6'8".
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
6'9", 6'8", something like
Who's
that.
the shortest NBA player? It's
Ever? Are you talking
No,
about
no,
ever?
like right now.
Oh, Isaiah Thomas.
It's he's what is he 5?
5'8" or something like
Yeah.
Wait,
that.
he's the shortest player?
Yeah, and he's 5'8".
He's like a pretty big star, right?
Yeah.
He was. He's not
He's
anymore.
past his prime?
He had not past his prime. He's still young. He had a really bad injury though. Sort of just ruined his career.
Was it his ankle?
It was his hip.
It was his hip. Oh, I thought it was his ankle.
Yeah.
I think I saw something on Reddit the other day. It was like r/NBA. It was like, okay, what if Isaiah Thomas was 4'8", but his wingspan was 8'2", and he had really big arms?
Yeah, and
then-
it was like adding 25 pounds of pure muscle.
Yeah,
to him.
and
I
then
saw
someone
that.
photoshopped it, and it was like such a good Photoshop, and it was just really gross looking. But
Oh
it
yeah,
was awesome.
And they also made his head bigger.
Yeah,
just to make it.
It's like you create a character.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like
Saints
the,
Row.
No, more like the Ark create a character.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
yeah, that's
Fucking
basically what it
stupidest
looked
looking
like.
thing.
Just
Oh.
really small torso and legs, giant head, and just massive arms. It was so funny. The guy who photoshopped those, like, props. I don't know how the fuck he did that so well.
really weird.
At that point, he'd be better off just running on his arms.
Like a gorilla, yeah.
I mean,
Or just his arms.
Yeah. Just his arms. Like the SpongeBob episode, just
Yeah,
carrying
okay.
himself around. Yeah.
So when we were setting this up, you mentioned talking about The Last of Us 2. Is there any just a small amount you want to talk about maybe?
Yeah, I feel like you guys haven't talked about it at all on here, right? Except like when
Garrett
I was
mentioned.
coming
I haven't
out.
played.
I mentioned it, but since he hasn't played it, we didn't go into depth or anything.
Well, you want to like give your thoughts, like whether you liked it or not and stuff. Like,
Have you
what
finished
do
it, Simon?
Yeah. I
Oh,
finished
okay.
So my overall formulated opinion is the game is fantastic. It's a masterpiece in its own right, especially on a technical level. We were mentioning it in the last episode. We were talking about the graphics capabilities of consoles and how great the game looks, being capped at 30 frames, and the hardware isn't as good as something you can get on a PC. aside from that, my only real issue with it is, like I appreciated the ending, but there's still like it still felt like something was a little bit. It didn't feel it felt like a piece was almost missing by the end. You know, I got why people would hate the ending, but I really enjoyed it. I think that last cutscene specifically. I don't know if we want to spoil anything, but
The last cutscene before the last cutscene. The last flashback.
yes,
Yeah, that was excellent.
That was excellent. It hit me really hard emotionally, and it's just all the emotional beats of that story are great.
What was the most emotional scene for you in the whole game?
For me,
Because I just realized what it was for me.
Really,
And I thought, because there's so many like horrible, heartbreaking moments and stuff, but I just realized what it actually is.
I think it's that scene, and then probably every time Ellie tries to sing "Future Days."
Yeah, that's always rough. But the Take
Yeah.
On Me scene, it takes the cake for me.
For you?
The
Yeah.
Take On Me scene is really the highlight.
There's this,
Okay, you know how in like Ocarina of Time, there are like you could play the ocarina to like play the Song of Time and shit.
Yeah.
In Last of Us 2, Ellie plays a guitar, and it's like a game within the game. Like you can just noodle around with it as much as you want,
Right.
and like play pretty much like whatever guitar chords you want to play. But there are also like parts that are built into the game where it'll go into a cutscene after you played a little bit. So there's this whole part where she plays "Take on Me" on acoustic guitar, and it's wonderful.
Wow,
It's
that's
like,
pretty cool.
Yeah, who the hell makes a game where you're doing that? Like nobody's making that shit except Naughty Dog.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's a Naughty. That sounds like a Naughty Dog sort of thing.
It's funny because the guitar is like, it's very the whole like the physics of it. I don't know what the right word would be, but you can do anything with it. I mean,
Yeah.
I've seen so many
Mechanics
videos of people playing whatever.
Yeah,
I've seen
people do-
Metallica.
yeah, like guitar solos and shit, just
Yeah,
crazy
it's
stuff. Like,
really
'Cause you could just whip it
really
out and play
cool.
whatever.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, people have played Nothing Else Matters and like all this other shit. It's really cool.
Damn, that's awesome.
But yeah, I'd say probably my
Why would you
biggest
make that face?
my biggest issue with the game though, out of everything, is that I feel like a lot of the side characters
Don't even.
didn't get their due diligence.
Who, dude? Are you talking about Jesse? Are we talking about Jesse right now?
He's included,
Jesse
but
Pinkman? Wait, Jesse Pinkman's in the game?
Oh, dude, spoilers.
well, I don't-
bitch.
We gotta cook, Ellie.
I don't want to spoil anything, so I'm not going to go into it any further. But like, unless we do want to spoil it, then
Look
it's
to
not
me,
a big
I
deal.
don't know what the fuck you guys are talking about.
Okay, what? Okay, just name a name. Just name a name.
See, the thing is, I don't remember the name of the person I'm talking about. That's my problem with it.
Okay, you got Dina, you got Jesse, you got Tommy, you got Abby, you got Lev,
Wow.
Yara.
Those are like main characters.
Yeah, well, oh, wait. Are you talking about like people from like Abby's crew?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like they didn't really get a whole lot. No, aside from two very specific people.
Mel and Owen.
Yes. Like,
Well, that's all they needed.
okay,
That was
when you
that was the
first
thing.
get into Seattle, those two guys
Those two guys?
immediately, like, when Dina and Ellie are
the
ambushed.
face cut guy?
Yeah.
Well, fuck that guy.
Well-
That guy was an asshole.
Well, no, that's not what I'm saying. It's like, they're names that you should remember, but you don't, I think. I don't know. It's
I feel
just
like
it's
Mel
my
and
issue
Owen
with it.
kind of stand for the whole group. Like,
That's true. And Manny a little bit. But like,
Yeah.
you know, Tommy's fine because we already get him in the first game. But like, I guess my biggest issue with it is like Jesse. And I feel like I know you disagree, but like
disbelief. His facial expressions are utterly.
you can only make the game so.
happy.
No,
feel like
I
they handled
understand.
Jesse really well, and Jesse was kind of the Manny, you know.
That's
I mean,
true.
not just
The
in
Manny
what happened.
Heffley.
To him. Okay, but that scene where that happened to Manny, with
Oh,
the
yeah.
whole like sniper chase.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, man, you gotta play this game, dude.
I gotta play the first one first.
Wait, you've never played the first one?
No.
oh my
He
goodness.
calls himself a gamer.
Call yourself a
And he
gamer.
calls himself Jamie.
You call yourself Frank.
So, well, okay. Yeah, remember, I don't know if I talked about this last, but my PlayStation controller was being stupid, so I couldn't play Jedi Fallen Order. I
Right.
found a different one in my drawer of controllers. So then I kind of Frankenstein the two together because on one of them the trigger wouldn't work and the analog stick was all fucked up, but on the other one, when I'd spin the analog stick around, it would trigger the trigger button even though I wouldn't touch it. It was so weird. So I took out the good analog stick and trigger of one of them and put in the other one, and now it's working fine. I could play the game fine, but my computer still
Great.
barely fucking
Was
runs
it difficult?
No, you just get a screwdriver. It's like a little tiny Phillips head screwdriver. Take it apart.
How long do you think it took?
Maybe 15 minutes.
That sounds like 15 too many minutes to play Jedi Fallen Order, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I play.
You're
other
alone
games.
in that. I like that game.
Oh, yeah?
It's a good game.
My bad.
It's like a Souls type, but Star Wars.
Yeah, I heard it was just like Sekiro, but like shit.
It's not shit.
Fine.
It's fun.
It's fun. It's a lot of fun.
It's fun. I'd probably I play it more than Sekiro or Souls because because it's Star Wars, and
I'd say the best thing about that game is the sense of progression. That's it.
and the fact that the main character looks like one of our friends.
Oh,
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
that actor kind of looks like him.
Sometimes he looks at the camera and I'm just like, wow, that's yeah,
It's gonna take my money.
it's so good.
yeah. Yeah, no, but that game does a really good job of character progression over anything else. Like the story's great, it's solid, but the way the game progresses your character makes it a lot of fun and good.
A lot of fun and good.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm telling you though, if Sekiro goes on sale, you should scoop that up. If you like Fallen Order,
Yeah, I don't know. It's just I get okay. Obviously you're supposed to get angry at the combat. That's the type of game it is. But I the reason I never played a Souls type game is because I played Dark Souls once a while ago, and it was just kind of I don't know the way you're meant to play it is just. I don't know, something about the combat kind of pisses me off, so I'm not really used to it, but now I'm slowly getting used to it. And sometimes, okay, so in Fallen Order, when the enemy's about to attack you, they flash red and then they do their attack. So sometimes they flash red and they're about to attack, so I dodge, but mid attack they turn and then hit me still.
that sounds like Souls.
And it's really annoying because it's what's the point of the warning, quote unquote warning?
Those warnings are because the attacks are not parryable.
Oh, dude, they are straight ripping off Sekiro. How did they even get the game out that fast?
It had been in development for a long time.
Oh, fine.
I'm just
Okay,
telling
but
you
seriously
facts,
though,
man.
if you played Dark Souls or even Dark Souls 2, even Dark Souls 3, and you were all right, this combat is too clunky, it's too whatever. Sekiro is not like that.
Is Sekiro the same developers?
Yeah, but a lot of people said that Bloodborne was the more fluid, more enjoyable as far as combat goes version of Dark Souls. Sekiro takes that and really cranks it up to where you're no longer stuck on the ground. You can grapple hook around, you can jump, you can use all sorts of tools. It really feels a lot more fluid than any of the Souls games. And also it's awesome, Japanese lore and shit, fighting dragons and shit. It's awesome.
Okay.
Decapitated ape.
You decapitate an ape,
And then he comes back.
and then a centipede comes out of his fucking neck,
Ew.
It's cool, and then you fight two of them.
and then you fight two of
I
them.
haven't found any cool enemies. I mean, no, not cool enemies. There's the Death Troopers. No, not the Death Troopers.
Don't
Purge
sound very
Troopers.
excited.
Huh? The Purge Troopers. Yeah, those guys are cool.
Big lightsaber guys?
No, you're
big-
thinking of the Inquisitors.
Yeah, the Inquisitor. But there's the voice lines of the Stormtroopers are really funny because they sound like the Arkham game thugs.
They always go,
Get on Jedi!
Yeah, they're it's exactly I swear, the Jedi. Oh, I'm gonna get you, and then you just walk up and hit him once, and he
or if
dies.
you force push him off a cliff.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. And he's "Ooh." And the little rat guys, the little rats. First of all, they look like my chinchilla. Secondly,
Mr. Big Man has a chinchilla. Jeez.
what? And you have
All
two
right.
dogs. What?
I have a dog and a chinchilla.
You actually crossed the DNA.
I reanimated them. the chinchilla is now the dog's head. Moving on.
Anyway, yeah, so like I hate the little rat guys because sometimes when I swing at them, it just doesn't hit. It just doesn't hit them. And then they go, and they
That's
hit,
Souls, dude.
and they hit
That's
you.
intentional. That's their like cycle.
Every Souls game has some little shit that sits on the floor, like, and every time you try to hit it, you're just missing.
And you know what?
Just run
Okay,
past
there's another enemy where it's like a goat with big horns.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're called. I call them bighorns, but those are from Fallout Vegas. Yesterday, so you could do like a force freeze. So I did that to it, and then I did like a super slam, and then I hit it like a few times. And like in any other instance, it would have died after that many hits. But of course, since the game's such bullshit, it left it with a little tiny sliver of health, and it fucking hit me and knocked me off a cliff. It was just like, and I hadn't, meditated and saved or whatever the fuck for a while. Like that sort of shit. I know that's the point of the game, but like, come on,
All right.
it's stupid.
Maybe you shouldn't play any Souls games.
I mean, no, I'm
Maybe we just got a case
Yeah,
of
I
a
mean-
bad gamer.
no, I'm getting.
Fallen Order lets you choose the difficulty.
I'm getting used to it. Is the thing. Like, I've barely
How far
played
are
the
you?
game. Barely, and I just got to Zepho.
You need to keep playing.
Yeah, exactly.
Last time we talked, you were on the first planet.
Yeah, exactly. Like I'm not playing so much, so like I'm enjoying it. I just have to get used to the combat because I've never played a game that has combat like that. Because like the Arkham games don't count.
Well, yeah, because they're not like that.
I do enjoy
They're a
them.
different style of combat.
So, anyways, what's been up with you guys? What have you guys been up to? You guys have you
What?
guys?
Bit of the stage fright, huh?
What have I
got
been
any
up to?
Quarantine hobbies? You've been.
Yeah,
I've been watching a lot of television.
That's
yeah,
good.
me too.
That's usually what I do.
I was telling
though.
Garrett about Perry Mason. Have you heard of Perry Mason?
Perry Mason. I
on
know the
HBO.
name. Oh.
It's Matthew Rees.
This
Is
guy
that
from The Americans and the Mr. Rogers movie.
Main
Tom
guy from
Hanks
The
one.
Americans? Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
I know what you're talking about. I know what
Yeah,
you're talking about.
he's like a detective, and it's set in like 1931, and he's like a private investigator. It's really good. Like I really enjoy it. Like
Wait, is it like a noir sort of thing?
yeah, so Perry Mason is like the like standard like
Gumshoe
American
kinda
detective name that they
Oh,
just throw
oh,
around.
I know,
and
I
it's one of those like
recognize
free what's it like copyright free names where like
Sure. Yeah.
where like any so HBO is developing a show or they made a show and then like 3 episodes are out. I think it's just a mini series though. I could be wrong. And it's really I really enjoy it so far. Yeah. Obviously the 30s aesthetic is interesting. And then the like detective film noir. It's like a noir sort of thing. But it's good. I think you'd like it.
I gotta see that. I gotta see Barry. I gotta see Atlanta.
Yeah, I
I
gotta
gotta
see
see
Atlanta too.
Fargo.
True Detective.
Gotta see True Detective.
There's
That's
a lot of shows.
none of those,
Avatar.
Like, jump at Avatar. Yeah.
The guy from Barry's in it. His mentor.
Oh,
The assassin?
Stephen Root.
Sure. He plays like the
He's the
district attorney.
blind guy from Get Out.
The what guy?
The blind guy. I just want your eyes, man.
Yeah.
That guy.
Yeah.
It's funny is because they do a really good job focusing on the 30s-esque facial hair. So a lot of them have like the really thin pencil mustaches, which is my
Ooh,
dream,
I
by
like
the way.
that.
I can't rock it, but I'd love to. One of the guys, he plays the mortician, the people that deal with dead bodies. He looks so much like Hitler. It is he has the haircut where it's like kind of goes over the forehead a bit and like slicked, deep blue eyes, and the Hitler mustache. He looks so much like Hitler. They had to have known.
Yeah, that must be
probably
intentional.
intentional.
That's gotta be
Yeah.
Because he plays a mortician, but he's really like effeminate sounding.
Making fun of Hitler.
stupid gay Hitler.
So I guess like, oh, Hitler's a mortician, but I don't know, because it's set in like 31. It's a good show though. That's what I've been watching. I've just been watching like random episodes of The Simpsons. Today I watched the one where Grandpa Simpson's trying to fuck Marge's mom,
Oh.
and then Monty Burns comes in.
Oh, I'm familiar.
Yeah,
Mr. Burns.
yeah. I like how they kind of, it was like a 1920s like ball, and he was like, "Oh, that whippersnapper stole my girl," and then
I feel like Abe Simpson episodes are some of the best ones.
they're really good. I love the character of Abe Simpson.
The one where he has he meets that old lady who they start dating in the old folks home,
and then she dies.
yeah, and then she totally bites it.
Yeah.
I don't watch The Simpsons.
It's a sad episode.
It's a sad
It's
episode.
very
It's
sad.
good. He's funny though, because the character of Grandpa Simpson is really funny.
Honestly, people don't give him enough credit for The Simpsons handling emotional topics.
Yeah.
But over the years, I mean, everyone points to the one where Homer's he wants to quit working at the nuclear plant.
and then it's do it for Maggie.
Yeah,
yeah. That's a good one. The Simpsons. I mean, obviously, first 9 seasons are good, and the rest suck. That whole shit. But it no matter what, no matter when you're watching it, it still holds up, even though it's obviously the 80s in the show. It holds up really well.
And you know what? This is maybe a hot take, but even now when they're drawing so dead and everyone wants them to stop doing the show, the episodes are still watchable. There's worse shit on TV.
Yeah, your Family Guys and your Cleveland.
Yeah, I'd much
Browns.
rather watch a new Simpsons episode than a new Family Guy episode.
Oh, they canceled the Cleveland show, right?
a long time
What?
ago.
Yeah.
They did that a long time
I'm waiting
ago.
for the new episode.
The only other Seth MacFarlane animated show is American Dad.
Seth MacFarlane has his Star Trek funny.
The Orville?
Orville. Is that good? Probably not.
I heard it was okay.
Yeah, I heard it was but most stuff that is okay on TV is actually shit.
I heard the first season didn't lean into making fun of Star Trek and ended up just becoming Star Trek.
Oh yeah, I heard that. Yeah.
Really? That's
Yeah.
funny.
But with the still it still has that humor, but it didn't lead into it. I don't know.
All right, favorite Star Trek character.
I'm not much of a Star Trek guy.
All right, fair enough, Garrett.
I've only seen the J.J. Abrams movies, but
I'm gonna say evil Spock from that one episode of the original series where they all have goatees, but Spock's the best one because he's the nicest guy, but he's evil.
I'd probably go with
Evil
Kirk.
Spock? I remember one where Kirk and Spock have to fight to the death.
No, okay. There's an episode I think from the original series where there's a parallel dimension or whatever, and they're all evil, and the only the only difference is that they all have goatees. Or Spock has a goatee. They make a joke of that in a Community episode. In the Community,
Yeah, they
Yeah.
yeah they did they make fun of it in that.
I've never seen Star Trek.
All right,
I've seen the recent movies, and I'd probably go with Kirk if I would pick from those movies.
Chris Pine's pretty good in that role.
He really is. Yeah.
Yes.
Honestly, I feel like they kind of nailed the cast for those movies. I want
They
to see a
absolutely
fourth
did.
movie.
I mean,
Aren't they
a lot of
making
people
one?
hated the second movie, Benedict Cumberbatch.
Oh,
I
Into
forget.
Darkness.
Yeah, well, a lot of people hated his casting, but I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, I thought it was fine.
Who was Benedict? Who did he play? I don't think
He was Khan.
Khan.
He was Khan.
He was Khan. It was the big twist.
That's
It was a whole thing where, all the fans were like, "You guys better not be doing Wrath of Khan," and J.J. Abrams was like, "No, we're not doing Wrath of
we're
Khan.
not doing
We're
Wrath
not
of
doing
Khan.
it."
We're not
And
doing
he was
it.
Quentin Tarantino in that scene. And
Yeah.
then they did the movie. People went to see the movie, and
Yeah, it's Wrath of
5
Khan.
minutes in, Cumberbatch is like, "I'm Khan."
and they did Wrath of Khan. What the fuck
Yeah.
is that?
The movie's actually really pretty
It's
good.
not bad. It's
pretty
it's,
good.
It's pretty
I
solid.
guess I gotta watch. I've only seen the first one, but
This one's a banger.
Third one's the best one, though, in my opinion.
really.
Third one, they really nailed it. They figured out how to make it the most fun Star Trek, in my opinion.
You know what trilogy? I have the least popular opinion on is
Oh.
the
Star
Back to
Wars,
the
because you haven't seen it.
Oh, Back to the Future?
Yeah, Back to the Future.
What's your opinion?
Everyone hates the second one. I really like it because it's so campy
Everyone
and
doesn't hate
stupid.
this. There are people who like the second one.
No, everyone
No,
I
there are
talk
people-
to,
Everybody you
hates it.
know.
Huh?
Everybody you know.
Yeah, okay.
A lot of people
but
regard
a
the
lot of
second
people on
one
the
as,
internet hate it as
a
well.
classic.
But people a lot of people it's really, it's I enjoy it. I don't know. It's funny and stupid, but I think for me it goes 2, 1, 3.
Oh.
No, it's just
Yeah,
it's just
see.
one. One is the best one.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead.
Or maybe
always.
1, 2, 3. Because I think the second one's better than the third one.
I have not seen the third one, so I can't.
What?
In the third one, a little kid points at his willy.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, in the background.
he does like a finger
no. He points at his willy and then he like gestures for someone to come over. I think like he needed to pee when they were shooting the scene, and he's a dumbass kid, so he couldn't wait.
I'm
telling you, he does.
No, in the background,
Back to
he
the
points at his
Future 3
dick, and then he like
gif.
does a finger like come over here. Yeah,
My favorite thing about the second movie is that Biff becomes Donald Trump.
yeah, that's really good.
That Simpsons foreshadowed everything, like Biff becoming Donald Trump.
Yeah, no, but I like the second one a lot.
I think the second and the third one are both ass, and the first one's the only one that's pretty good.
See, a lot of people have that opinion.
It's
It's a fair opinion, like obviously they were just trying to make money at that point.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say Zemeckis, Roberto Zemeckis, overrated.
The hot take of the day: Robert Zemeckis over. I don't know.
I don't know.
Oh, you guys like Forrest Gump?
Forrest Gump's good.
I think it's all right.
It's a classic.
Forrest Gump is propaganda.
What?
Forrest
For
Gump is
what?
not. Dude, the American dream, dude.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
Dude, Forrest Gump tells you that if you're a bumbling moron who follows the American dream and joins the military and does this and that and is just a complete idiot but doesn't question anything, then you'll find happiness. And if you try and fight for what's right and party down like Gen A, then you'll get AIDS and die. You can't tell me
I've
I'm
seen
wrong.
that as the like through line theme of it, him being like the American dream. But I've also seen there's like another one that's like about.
But he goes on a run.
No, it's like
He run.
he's like
On March.
his lens.
Americans don't do that.
That's true.
Yeah.
His lens is like American history or something like that. So I forget.
I really like the scene where he meets Kennedy. Like, that's a really well-made scene. Like, did he
I
just
like
say he
the
needs to go
movie.
pee?
Yeah.
Like, that's a bad Kennedy. But,
drank too many Dr. Peppers.
no, but, like, didn't they get, like, best special effects for that or whatever?
Shit, probably.
Yeah, it was like the '90s, so nobody was doing special
Or when he got
effects.
shot in the ass.
He bit me in the butt.
yeah. You know what? My favorite thing to come out of Forrest Gump is the Bubba Gump restaurants because, like, why?
And that's a good question. I feel like there are Bubba Gump restaurants like all over the country, right?
Yeah, in
Yeah.
like the very touristy, like City Walk in Los Angeles or, Universal and like other places like that. But like, why?
Have you been to one?
Yeah, I've been to Bubba Gump a bunch.
Are they good?
It's all right.
It's just
It's
seafood
overpriced.
place.
Because it's at like Universal, like City Walk. So it's like, overpriced. It's all right. But, how you call for the waiters is cool because you have a little sign. One of them says, "Run, Forrest, run." When you don't want the waiter to come to your table and you flip it and it says, like, "Stop, Forrest," or some dumb shit. And then they stop. It's really stupid.
then
As a
if you're
little
lucky,
kid, I
they give you
didn't
the
understand
third.
any of it because I had never seen Forrest Gump. And then eventually I watched it and I was like, oh.
Is there another restaurant?
about this restaurant.
Is there another restaurant that's like movie themed?
Cletus's
I've never
Fried
heard of
Chicken,
that.
Universal Studios. Have you guys been to Universal Studios?
Yeah, of
Amy, you've
course.
been.
When I was like 9.
He hasn't seen Star Wars.
That's true.
What the fuck does that have to do with
Okay, Garrett.
Stop,
I have
this is
been
a
to
Disney
Universal
property.
Have
Studios.
you been since they did the Harry Potter land?
No,
You guys are missing out.
Yeah.
I know. They have this one really good barbecue place. It's like right near the entrance to Universal Studios on the City Walk.
Oh,
It's
dude,
awesome.
it's Doc Brown's Chicken, maybe?
You know what?
That's
you
not
know
the
why I
place to find
haven't
them.
been, as Mr. Krabs would say, money.
Money.
Oh, that's funny. So my brother, he does Uber Eats, and there's like you put like a bio for your account, like, oh, why do you do Uber Eats? And he put money, Eugene Krabs. It's really good. Yeah, I haven't been to Universal in a while.
Okay, follow up. Best SpongeBob character.
character. Oh,
Oh,
Main character or side character. Like someone who appears in one episode or like Patar. Anyone.
Patar.
I really like Squidward,
Squidward's the best, yeah.
but
really
I also
like
like
Squilliam
Eugene
Mc-
Krabs.
McFancy Pants.
Squilliam tentacles?
No,
Ten-
Squilliam McFancy Pants.
That's not his name.
Yeah, it is.
It is.
It's Squidward tentacles. and then
Squilliam Fancy Son.
No, it's Squilliam Fancy Pants or something like that.
No, I think Simon's right. I think it's Squilliam
Fancy-
Fancyson.
Something. It's fancy something.
He's fancy. He's fancy. Oh, Squidward.
Yeah, he's the
that's not what it
unibrow.
sounds like.
He's so handsome. Okay.
Oh God, he's hot.
I really like Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy.
R.I.P.
Oh yeah, they're not on the show anymore because the voice actors passed.
Well, I don't know if Barnacle Boy's actor did, but
But Mermaid Man did, so they're not
Yeah.
going to have either. I mean, the show's not good anyways.
it's not good.
Not anymore.
It's not good at all.
I think it's
For a while, it became unwatchable. But
Well,
I think it's getting a little better.
the creator died,
Steven,
yeah, R.I.P.
and I think
Hillenburg.
they really started to lean in more into just making it a pure kids show rather than like
just stupid humor.
I've seen that like a lot of the animation is a lot more like wild and goofy now.
yeah, and I think they are shying away from like subtle adult humor thrown in there.
Yeah. I think we were talking about this on another episode, but we were talking about with our friends, like the best clips. And still, my favorite one is, sorry, I don't speak Italian. It is,
Yeah, that's pretty good.
it's such a stupid thing, but it's so good. But best characters,
Squidward.
Squidward, yeah. I mean, Larry the Lobster.
Larry's good.
Larry's a classic.
I mean, the title character himself is
SpongeBob.
SpongeBob.
Karen.
You know who has a lot of great
Karen's good.
episodes
Karen's
is like King Neptune and then the Flying Dutchman.
King Neptune.
man.
But King Neptune is so much better in the movie than he is in the show.
That is true. That is
Yeah,
true.
because the original King Neptune with the Krabby Patty contest, he's
Yeah.
like a big dick.
yeah.
He's like, all right, I'm King Neptune. In the movie, he's just a bumbling idiot.
yeah.
Which is so much better.
He's hilarious in the movie.
Because his
he's
daughter.
bald.
What's her name?
And he's
Burns
bald.
the guy's eyes.
Scarlett Johansson. She played his daughter.
Yeah, she played
Yeah.
his daughter.
I didn't know that
just
until
gonna
like
say
a month
that.
ago. That shit blew my mind.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah.
Because I
didn't.
like.
I figured it out like a month ago too.
I either Googled the movie or Scarlett Johansson, and I saw that on her IMDb page. She was like SpongeBob movie, and it was like King Neptune's daughter. I forget her name in the movie. And then I was just like, oh. And then I thought about it, and I watched the clip, and I was like, yep, that is Scarlett Johansson. Like, I guess as a kid, I wouldn't have known that. When was the last time you watched the SpongeBob movie?
Shit.
Ooh, it's been a couple of years.
Like 3 months ago.
We should watch that. Oh.
I hadn't seen it. I hadn't seen it since I was like 11.
And you rewatch it, and you're like,
Yeah.
damn, this is good.
Yeah.
My brother watched it in theaters when he was like 5.
Oh, that's a dream.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always watched it when it was on TV, never like in theaters. And I
Yeah.
wish I had seen it in theaters.
It's such a stupid movie. Like,
How you gonna
so
say
good,
that?
though.
How are you
No,
gonna say
like
that?
a good
It's a
movie.
good ass movie.
Yeah, no, but like
David
it's SpongeBob,
Hasselhoff?
so it's a little stupid.
Damon, how dare
It's
you.
been good being on this podcast.
Speaking of television, I've been watching Atlanta.
Yeah.
And the episode I watched today, well, I watched multiple episodes today, but it was really creepy. And I've seen a lot of people, they compare it, they call it like, it's I think it's compared a lot to Twin Peaks.
Oh.
And I've never watched Twin Peaks, but I know it's super weird, and I sort of get that vibe from it, having never watched Twin Peaks.
From what I've heard about Atlanta, it does have a sort of, like, it seems to have a very strong Twin Peaks influence.
Yeah, it's really, really weird. The episode I watched today creeped me the fuck out and was weird. But it has such a
bitch.
Did
such
you
a-
like it, though?
yeah, it was a
Sorry.
great episode.
You got to see Twin Peaks.
Yeah, no,
you seen
I know,
Twin
I
Peaks?
know.
I have seen. I haven't seen all of Twin Peaks. Every once in a while I get into it and I'm like, oh yes, Twin Peaks, I forgot. And then I watch a few episodes and I forget about it again.
That's the same thing with me with like the Americans.
Yeah, the
I've never
cast,
gotten the
the
American.
cast of Atlanta though, straight
Killer.
fire,
Killer.
killer.
Lakeith Stanfield,
Fucking
goat.
David Tyree Henry, that guy's great.
Goat.
Yeah.
Zazie Beetz.
Okay, speaking of Lakeith Stanfield though, you guys are big fans of Knives Out, right?
I like the
Yeah,
movie.
I like that movie.
I actually had nowhere to go with this except to say that like I really don't like that movie.
You don't like it at all?
No, it's
He hates
fine.
Ryan
No, it's
Johnson.
fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's not about Ryan Johnson. I watched the movie and I gave it my fair, I watched the movie and it was perfectly average with an above average cast and an above average budget.
I'd say more than above average cast.
Okay, I mean,
The cast is straight fire.
Okay, the cast is straight fire.
but like the way they went about the mystery thing, and then like the twist was like so stupid, but like really good.
I really enjoyed it. I
Yeah.
thought it was great. I thought it was a good subversion of the murder mystery.
I
But
give it
that's
a
just
3.5.
me.
I
That's
give
just
it 3.5.
That's a good score.
I give it a
score.
That's an
Yeah.
above average score.
I gave it a 4 or 4.5 or something like that.
I don't
Definitely not a
think
5.
It averages 4 on Letterboxd, and that is absurd to me. I can't imagine. Like, I understand that you guys like the movie, but 4? 4 is higher than like.
People really liked that movie.
Yeah. It was just so different for so many
It wasn't
people.
so different though.
No,
No,
for so
it
many
was.
people, they like perceived it as different.
I know,
than-
and that's what bothers me really. That's what me being a film bro. That's what really bothers me about it.
Being a film bro.
Yeah, you're a film Chad.
I wouldn't go that far. Someday I'll evolve into a
Someday-
film Chad.
Someday he'll become film Chad.
Film Chad. He's evolved. Film Bro has evolved into Film Chad.
That's what I should name my YouTube channel, Film Chad. That's actually not bad.
Do it.
Cinema Chad.
Cinema Chad? I like
Cinema
that.
Chad.
That's good, yeah. Cinema Chad. What would your little logo be? What would your bones? What would your
Did you say Bones?
My logo?
what would your logo be?
Well, you know, like the Chad versus Virgin like image. You know the Chad. It would be that, but he'd be wearing like
Director's outfit, like a hat.
No. He'd be wearing like one of those. I don't want to say those cringy, but those shirts that say like written and directed by Quentin Tarantino. Those cringy shirts that say that. Yeah.
they're cringy. Yeah. If you're wearing a shirt like that, that's cringy.
If you this is a hot take. If your favorite director is Quentin Tarantino, you're not a film Chad. I'm sorry.
Shit, I gotta get out of here.
Yeah, sorry, man.
He's like one of my I like his movies. I don't know if I'd say he's my favorite, but I'm not that much of a film person to like really get into directors. I guess you know what I mean. Like
Yeah.
I like most of his films. But yeah, I think if you're wearing a T-shirt like that, you're a film virgin.
Jeez, I don't know if I'd go that far.
It's rough, man. Simon
Okay.
and I have been in an eternal struggle over directors.
Yeah, Garrett, you're wearing your written and directed by Martin Scorsese shirt today.
Not even
huh?
my favorite director either.
Not?
You know who it is.
Scorsese not? Well, let me think.
It's Guillermo del Toro. No,
No, it's not.
It's not.
I wouldn't know. Don't look to me. I can name like 5 directors.
So obvious, man.
Wait, I know it should be. Hold on, I can't think.
Don't make me say it.
Would I get copyrighted if I did the Jeopardy music?
I don't know, probably not.
That's probably really annoying.
It's Joss Whedon.
Joss Whedon? Come
Joss
on,
Whedon.
what a shitty answer.
Are you still guessing, or do you...
Wait, no, don't tell me, because now I feel bad.
Brett the Rat Ratner.
Oh, god damn it, of course. The age-old discussion of my favorite director, Bryan Singer, versus yours, Brett Ratner.
Yeah. No, it's Christopher Nolan. But
Oh, god, okay, I didn't know that, actually. I didn't know that.
You didn't?
I,
thought
did,
you did.
I guess I might have been able to guess that.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that's a wrap.
Yeah?
We'll see you guys next week on Empty Heads Podcast.
And I probably won't be here.
Most likely, yes. Thank you.
I won't be here.
Thank you for being on our show, Simon.
Yeah,
Of
thank
course,
you, Simon.
anytime.
Thanks for coming. We'd love to have you back.
I don't know about that.
I'd like to be back. I'd love to be back.
Awesome. We'll have you back in a few weeks' time, maybe.
Don't expect Simon
Shoot.
to come back. Goodbye.
Expect
now
Simon
let's
to come back.
kick the outro music.
Bum, butcha, bum, butcha, bum, butcha, bum.
Executive produced by Larry David.